What up is it's Tatiana Tarot. You can just call me Tati with another one of these videos of the week. Today's the 19th, Monday, December 19th, heading you up until Sunday, December 25th, Xmas time, the celebration of baby mulatto Jesus. And for those that are new, welcome to my channel. That I like to read tarot cards and channel spirit and give you information that I hope is for your highest good. It's for your highest good because that's my intention, but I hope you utilize it in a way that is beneficial and helpful for you. And I pull out 2 cards for every 2 days of the week. Excuse me. I just ate some Cheez-Its, so now they're coming up. So one for Monday and Tuesday, another for Wednesday and Thursday, and another one for the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And a card is for the conscious realm, what we know is going on, what we need to have brought to our attention, and to the subconscious realm, what we may not know is going on inside of us, and still we need that information. So I'm pulling that up, and I'm whipping out an oracle card for the week that is going to sum up in a message kind of the information that we need to know. Anywho, I'm really super excited. We're almost done with the year. Hang in there. Mercury retrograde just started today, the 19th, all the way to January 8th. I believe is in Capricorn, and it is switching up. So, rest, chill, watch a video, and chill. Already, Mercury retrograde hits in a lot of my clients. Sessions have been delayed or interference has happened with technology. My site is down at the moment. Yup, hit me up via email because Mercury struck again. I'm getting it fixed, so no worries. Pero yeah, so while that's happening, you can email me directly at urbanillumination@gmail.com. If you're coming to New Orleans, a lot of y'all have hit me up with emails. A lot of y'all still type confused. You don't know not in Brooklyn anymore. I'm not in Brooklyn anymore. I don't know when I'm going to be in Brooklyn. I just moved to New Orleans, so I'm going to be here for a hot minute. If you're coming and you want a reading, hit me up. If you are not coming and you still want a reading, hit me up because I'm accessible via Skype, FaceTime, phone. For those that are in Atlanta, ATL, I'm going to be coming to you this week, I believe. I'm going to be coming to you from the 24th all the way to January 3rd. I'm going to be just cruising in ATL for a hot minute and just hanging out there. So I would love to meet some of y'all. If y'all want in-person sessions, we can settle this. We can establish this. And maybe I might throw an event there, impromptu event. So stay tuned on my Instagram and Twitter. What do you call those feeds? At Tatiana Tarot, 2 N's. Don't disrespect me with 1 N. It's 2. So anyway, going to use this deck. You can pull this down now. Put this down. I'm going to be using the Universal Golden Tarot deck, which is really dope. I usually use it for my daily tarot meditation readings on my Instagram. And as you can see, it is in the Rider-Waite fashion, but it's golden because why not? That's my favorite element, gold. That's Oshun talking for you. Anyway, I'm going to be using this and maybe Doreen's virtual angel therapy at the end of the session because it's just been so profound this month that it gets me super excited. So in love and light, spirit, I ask that you come out for the highest good of all involved. Anyone who is watching, may this resonate with them. May they provide them clarity, insight, and guidance. Papa Legba, I thank you in advance for allowing me to cross the gate and to speak to the spirits. I thank you for being of assistance and protection. And I ask Spirit to pull up everyone's ancestors, their higher self, their spirit guides, high ascended masters, Orishas, Loas, and any light being entity filled with love and light that can provide us with clarity and guidance today. Ashe. Cool beans. So Monday, the 19th, and Tuesday, the 20th. In love and light spirit, what do we consciously need to know about these 2 days? What is going to happen consciously? Brought to our attention, we need to know. Okay, and subconsciously. What is it we need to know subconsciously? Dopeness. All right. So on a conscious note, we're getting the 5 of Swords. All right, this is not one of my favorite cards because it's very stressful. As you can see, there's a stressful man trying to do the most, trying to take advantage of people, causing more stress to the situation. This does not mean that you are going to encounter stress. However, it's a possibility. So do not dwell on the negative because what you think is what you create. 5 of Swords kind of tells me there's a little interference here. Mental interference. We're dealing with swords, so that's the mental realm. We're dealing with the element of air. How you receive information, how you soothe information, how you process information. It's communication, it's thought. It's all of the above. So we're seeing this guy carrying about three swords, and there's 2 swords that have been dropped. I think he's been taking advantage of people. I think he's been doing the most, just to show off, just to get his kick, because he doesn't necessarily believe that he can do it on his own. He doesn't necessarily believe that there's more than enough abundance to thrive for everyone. Be mindful of that. Be mindful of that lesson that there is more than enough. You are more than enough. You don't have to necessarily compare yourself to other people, belittle yourself. You don't necessarily have to go through shortcuts or disrespect your integrity, by doing things that are not really authentic to who you are. Just to get ahead, or just to ease your ego temporarily. The 5 of Swords is usually about someone else within your vicinity, someone in your environment, someone who may be very close to you that's actually playing games. They're not talking to you. They're not telling you the truth. They're not being authentic. They're not being honest. They are like a wolf in sheep's clothing. So kind of scope out your immediate circle. Scope out your tribe. This is not always the case, by the way. It could be a reflection of your own self-sabotage. It could be you hating on other people, trying to do the most, comparing yourself amongst others, not giving yourself enough credit, not feeling worthy to have your own, to acquire your own, so you feel like you need to steal from others, even if that's stealing energetically. This is a card to check yourself, because nobody wants to come into the new year with that kind of nasty energy, right? But also, checking yourself means checking your tribe, because they are a reflection of you, mirror images, mirror behaviors, mirror belief systems, mirror emotions. Who do you feel may be interfering with your growth, or maybe doesn't have the best intentions or mind, or maybe are coming from a pure place, but they're going through a difficult time period in their life, and they're kind of projecting some jealousy or some competition or some bitterness as a result of how well your life is flowing? You may need to create an energetic barrier, and you could do that in your mind through intention. Or you can set up something in your altar that is keeping this distance from that person. And use your creativity, okay? Because rituals are not like go to chapter 17 and follow X, Y, and Z, and there you go. Rituals work better if you create with your own spirit, and you pay attention to what your spirit's telling you, and you go with the flow, and you invoke creativity and your imagination, and you do things from scratch. That's when you get the most bomb ass food, when you create shit from scratch and you create this amazing mess that's so yummy in your tummy. Same thing with rituals. If it's coming from a pure place and you really want to invoke some change, then ask your spirit, what is it that I need to do energetically or ritual wise? And you can enact that in your life and see the results, trial and error. But the 5 of Swords may, again, we asked for a conscious card to bring this to consciousness. So this is bringing things into the light. Maybe someone who you thought you had defeated in the past is now coming back to be like, hi, I'm still weird and not cool. And then your mind is going to be like, wow, thank God I kind of got rid of this person a while ago and I don't have to deal with the same bullshit again because sweet Lord. So the Five of Swords also may be a situation that's draining you from your resources. It's draining you from your mental clarity. It's draining you from making the right decisions for yourself. It could be someone of authoritative power that doesn't have their shit together. It could just be people that you work around with, your coworkers, people, toxic environments, disorganization, chaos, loss, a battle that's losing here. Again, this is not always the case. I'm giving you various scenarios what this card can mean, but it is bringing to light. So you should have some full answer here in front of your face being like, okay, I do not want to deal with X, Y, and Z, or I have to get out of this environment, or this person is really targeting me for their bitterness and whatnot, and I have to now take a step forward to handle it. Subconsciously, we're in the same suit. So we're getting the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords is a messenger of sorts. So be aware of messages that are coming in from your psyche, from your spirit, from your gut, anything intuitive that you're picking up on, because it's certainly going to be made known to you. The Page of Swords is also mentally astute, okay? He's on his toes. He's sharp. He's coming up with 18 different kind of like plan A, B, C, D, E, F, all the way to God knows where. He's very sharp. He's on his toes. He knows what it is that he should be looking for. He doesn't necessarily dabble on bullshit. He doesn't allow his mind to go to something that's going to numb him or keep him distracted. There seems to be a quest here. There seems to be a search here. There seems to be a mental quest, maybe finding an answer, finding a solution, coming up to some sort of terms with things, coming up to some sort of grounding decision for yourself. Go explore mentally, okay? Just don't kill yourself with overburdening yourself with so many thoughts that are really not going anywhere. You want to make sure that if you're in the quest for an answer, you're giving yourself enough rest. You're giving yourself enough time to meditate and allow that answer to come to you. Okay, so this also may be in regard to the Five of Swords, where this person subconsciously, you are subconsciously looking for a way out, looking for a way to cope with dealing with this person, knowing exactly what's going on. So this is good because it's not like it's oblivious to you. Things sometimes in our subconscious means that we're completely closed off to it. We don't know what's going on. So we don't know why we're attracting the same situations over and over again. This is not the case. This seems like you actually know everything that's going on, and maybe you didn't believe it before. You didn't trust your gut, and now it's coming to light, and now it's like, oh, well, I actually do need to make a decision. I do need to step forward, because the Page of Swords is looking to be the King of Swords. And so he's always looking for an opportunity or an advancement. Again, he is the mind. So thoughts may come in. Ideas may come in. You may need to take initiative and communicate your way out, if anything, or communicate yourself back into your center. Be like, what up? What's good? Why are you trying to take my sword? And he's like, yo, nothing. I'm chilling. What do you mean, take your sword? I was like, well, I'm peeping your game. Don't play. Brah. You may have to confront and be very direct with people, even if that means yourself. Because this person has an armor here. So they think they're protected. They think they're invincible. Okay? Don't be afraid to do what you need to do. It is your responsibility to uphold your own spirit, uphold your own integrity. And so, don't allow people to intimidate you. Don't intimidate yourself. If you see something that needs to be fixed, that needs to be done, then step up to the plate. And he's actually physically stepping up to the plate. This can be a time of miscommunication with the Mercury in retrograde, or since it's so airy, it could be that the messages are skewed, going in the wrong direction. I would say before you actually step up to somebody, or before you actually step up to yourself, sit down and really think about the situation. Sit down and think, is this for my best benefit? How am I responsible for allowing this to happen? And what is actually happening with me? How do I feel with this energetically? Check in with yourself. Don't just be impulsive. And by all means, if it's a green light, then go and do what you need to do. But again, it is Mercury retrograde, so I'm going to start speaking in Spanish. That is a time when communication goes breakdown. Like Led Zeppelin song, it goes haywire. It's like, whoo, totally missing the point right now, and people can get, very aggressive, or they just not straight to the point, kind of like where I'm getting at right now. So just be mindful that that is a factor at this time. So, what is it that we can expect for Wednesday the 21st and Thursday the 22nd? Spirit consciously, Wednesday and Thursday, the 21st and the 22nd of December, consciously. Bam. Subconsciously. Okay. So Wednesday and Thursday is coming up as the Queen of Cups. Okay, on the conscious level. So there's a longing here. There's a longing here to heal. There's a longing here. It's also divine. Because the Queen of Cups, a lot of people were like, oh yeah, she's love, she's friendship, she's romance, she's love, she's sexuality, she's sensuality, she's the element of water. So the emotional realm is very fluid to you right now. You may be a little bit extra emotional. Okay, so that is fine. But it's also making you very sensitive to the spirit realm, because I see her as looking into a crystal ball, and she's looking into a glass of water, but that was like the original way. One of the oldest and original ways to kind of tell your fortune is to kind of peer into a lake or an ocean that was still and see what the images were that popped up, or peer into a cup of water and see, or reading. She may be reading tea leaves. You may want to do that for yourself. There's information that is being sent to you, definitely on a spiritual realm. Otherwise, you wouldn't have gotten the Page of Swords for the 2 days prior in the subconscious realm. So it's up to you to seek this information. Maybe there's various ways in order for you to do that. The Queen of Cups can represent a loving female figure. Doesn't necessarily have to be that gender, but it's a feminine energy, a feminine caring quality who's nurturing, who's benevolent, who is very just kind, and has your best interest in mind. This person can be a valuable resource to ask for advice, or just to chill with, especially if you're getting rid of people in your life. You may just want to chill with her, or consult with her and see if that was the best decision for you to do. The Queen of Cups, again, divination. It may be time for you to start reading yourself. It may be time for you to get into tarot. It may be time for you to get into astrology, to get the information now while 2016 is ending, so that you can jump into 2017 prepared, knowing what's to come potentially, or knowing what it is you needed to rectify in order to make a smooth transition into the next year and not fuck it up like you did this year. The Queen of Cups is also romance. So you may be feeling the most. You may be feeling yourself the most. You may be feeling another person the most. It's excellent to just cozy on down, cuddle, be chill, whip out some candles, some tea, some chai, read your boo, have your boo read you. Or just spend quality time with people who invoke a sense of safetyness, emotional safetyness, and really valuable love. love that's unconditional, someone who's there to listen to you, in all layers of you, and vice versa. So, I mean, if you're looking for love, it can be a very good time to put yourself out there. Again, it's not only contingent on that. There's a myriad of ways to read a card. So it can also mean ways for you to find additional means of loving yourself. She is looking at her reflection in the cup, but she's also finding out all this information about herself. Maybe it's information on love that's going to be revealed to you. Maybe it's really accepting the image that she receives from the cup, and loving herself unconditionally in whatever form that decides to reveal itself. It can also mean a maternal figure. It can mean your mama, your auntie, your grandma, your sister. I would say you would have to put yourself first. I would say it feels strongly like an aspect of yourself that's rising to the consciousness. Like, what am I going to need in order to feel loved, in order to feel emotionally safe? What do I need? What changes do I need to do? What do I need to start thinking? Where do I need to go? Sometimes you just need to pray into water, or make an intention with water and drink up those blessings, or take a shower. Even in your shower, it clears the mind. Water is a fluid, a conduit of psychic energy. So allow that to go through you and heal. If you need to cry, cry. Pray for salvation. Pray for a solution. Pray for healing. If that's where you need to go. If you want to pray for love too. Pray for a boo to enter your life, or pray for things to be stronger with your boo. También, she's a very ferocious character because she's got this cheetah cape over her. I just noticed this. So it can be a time for you to really put your emotions out there. Say what you need to say. Clear the air. Be courageous. Be confident. Or it can be a very sexy time for yourself. Buy yourself some lingerie. Go to Babeland. Figure out some new techniques you can try out. It's very interesting. This is a very interesting card. But anyway, in the subconscious realm, we're getting the Eight of Swords. And this is really not dope, because this woman is bounded and she's blindfolded, and she has a wall of swords around her. So this is basically telling me, subconsciously, you may be getting information about love, or a situation, truth. I can't talk to. I need to eat. I need to eat dinner. You may be getting some truth to you, okay? Especially if you are divining and you're finding out information that you don't want to hear, and you're like, nah, I got all this communication now. My head can't think straight. I'm creating a mental barrier, so I can't find any solution, so I can't get out of this situation, because clearly I don't want to get out of this situation if I'm bounded and blindfolded. So I don't even want to see that I'm in this situation. I just want to play a victim, be like, I can't help me. No one can help me. Wow, I'll never make it to the castle. Okay? So you want to be mindful that you're not being a victim. Of course, not everybody has the mindset or skills to really think progressively. Not everybody has the option to as well. But the Eight of Swords is kind of hinting that it is your responsibility. You are accountable of your own life. So wherever it is that you're stuck, you should be seeing why or how you got there, even on an energetic level. What it is that got you tempted to get blindfolded, or what course of action were you doing that this happened as a result. Okay? Be receptive to the information. It could definitely lead to your liberation in some way. It could definitely lead to you unbounding yourself and getting free. Get free. Okay? Be free. All right? She wants to head to the castle like the Queen of Cups. She wants to be like the Queen of Cups, but she can't, because she's either lingering on in the past, just doesn't want to see how she's created this dynamic for herself around her, or maybe think beyond why and start really thinking of a solution, consult. I feel that this person, if you go to a person and they're very, nurturing and loving with you, they want to give you advice, expect to hear real advice. She's not going to be like, oh, here, let me pour water on you and heal you, a poor baby. She's going to be like, Lo, listen up, bitch. You need to do X, Y, and Z. And you didn't do it because you playing yourself because you're blindfolded. So you need to do that first and then get your life together in order for you to be like me, okay? Have a nice day. And so she's very real. I mean, when you're divining, it's going to be real information. So just be prepared for that. You asked for it in some way and now it's coming out. So, Spirit, what is it that we can expect consciously for Friday, December 23rd? Saturday, December 24th, and Sunday, December 25th. What is it that we can expect consciously for the weekend? Oy, oy, oy. And subconsciously? Oh, how am I going to read this? All right, we're going to jump right into it so I don't think about how I'm going to read it. I just read it. Okay, so we've got the devil coming up for a conscious behavior for the weekend. Overindulgence, doing something that you know you're not supposed to be doing, something that doesn't feel right to you, repeating toxic behaviors, repeating negative habits, dealing with lower consciousness, naivety, being completely oblivious to your own actions, being the opposite of woke, sleeping on yourself, sleeping on other people, and not literally sleeping with other people, because I hear more, be happy, but sleeping, and not being conscious of your own actions, your own thoughts, your own rhythm, your own energy, the way you move in this world, and the way people move around you. Because you're also responsible for maintaining boundaries and teaching people how to treat you. The devil can represent a physical manifestation. It can represent an environment. It can represent a person. It can represent money. And it can also represent an energetic feeling. The devil can be fear. It can be guilt or shame. These lower vibrational emotions that keep us stuck. It keeps us playing the same record over and over again, and we never get to discover the fullness and the greatness of the whole album if we're still stuck on one song. Okay, you're gonna end up hating that song after it plays the 500th time. So it's bringing a lot of information to the clarity, especially if we're getting the 5 of Swords, someone shady, or you doing something shady, and then the Queen of Cups, who can be compassionate, who could be loving, but she's really seeing the truth in the cup that she's holding. But, it can represent her being a little too compassionate, a little too like, oh, but I love this person, or I love this, and I love this about myself. And in you not being real can force the devil to really come up this weekend, to come up as like this final warning, like, no, you're not getting it because you're blindfolded. You need to get this, and you need to check it before the universe decides to check it for you, and you may not like the results. So whatever this is manifesting as, of course, maybe the devil is like, don't overeat on Thanksgiving if you're on a diet, which I think you should overeat anyway because it's the holidays, and that's what like is best. Like food is like the best during the holidays, so why not? But it could be something as silly as that. Like, it doesn't have to be so intense. It's just manifesting as an energy force that is of lower vibration, lower consciousness. You're oblivious to it, or it is conscious to you, but you're ignoring it because it is falling underneath the conscious card of that weekend. So what's up when you see it, or when you have to face it. You know what's up. It could be fear, it can be anxiety, it could be what have you, pero so You have a choice to either confront that and deal with that and fix that, or a choice to allow the devil to win. It's all fair either way because it's free will. It's your life. Now, subconsciously, here we have the, I was going to say the high priestess, the empress. The empress is the shit. She is representing the great mother, the end all be all of all feminine energy, the energy of creation, creating a lot of fertile projects, creating a lot of abundance, creating, sustaining. When she wins, the whole world wins. Everybody wins because that's how she works holistically. The Empress is the mother, okay? You needing to mother yourself, or maybe problems with your mother coming up. Just bear in mind that you're getting the devil. So don't react or don't be tempted to appease the devil in a way that you know is going to, confront the devil in a way that you know that is going to please him, is going to be acting in the same behavior that he is giving to you. You do not fight fire with fire. You have to be on your toes. You have to be strategic about this. It can mean issues with your mother, themes of motherhood, confronting that, especially during the holidays when you have, families gathering. It may bring up sensitive topics on an array of things, feminine issues, trauma, childhood, baggage. Also, it may bring up, the theme of how you need to mother yourself during this time, how you need to be super, super compassionate and super graceful with yourself, because you are confronting the devil, which is not evil. It's just the shadow side that has been hidden and neglected this whole time. So you don't know how to cope because you don't want to cope. And now having the empress inside of you is almost like this maturity, this goddess that's saying, I am above it all. I am worthy. I know my worth. I can handle anything, and I can most certainly step up to this seemingly scary situation, person, or energy, and take responsibility for creating it, and also keeping it in the dark and keeping myself in the dark, but also being able to heal myself. The Empress is the ultimate witch because she knows how to heal herself and she knows how to heal others as well. Subconsciously, it may be a good idea for you to hang out with nature, eat greens, drink green juice, get all that in your cells, chill with your plants, do a lot of do-it-yourself projects, hands-on projects. You may be wanting to create everything and anything, and I would suggest that as a form of therapy, particularly when it's something as bothersome as the devil. You certainly want to channel that energy in a way that's productive, that is allowing you to create something great from it, and is allowing you to cope in a very healthy manner. So I anticipate a lot of revelations and breakthroughs happening for you, particularly the end of 2016 is a portal for you to leave the baggage behind, for you to find closure in anything that is not settling for you, and for you to really learn what you need to do right moving forward. If you don't want to get pregnant, just be mindful of that too. But I anticipate that because this is in your subconscious, you are already in a space of wellness, of positivity, purity, regardless of what's going on around you. Things are changing for the better, and you're getting this abundance on its way. So just be open to that, and just be open to edit your life as frequently as you need to. And let's see what Doreen Virtue wants to say. Doreen Virtue Angel Therapy for the end of the week. Ooh, it's getting dark in here. I turn on the light. In love and light spirit, what is our therapy for this week? What's our guidance? Okay. This is the vegan vegetarian card. That's funny because I was thinking about becoming vegan. That's very hard for a Hispanic mixed black girl who has all the amazing food in the world. um yeah, it's difficult, but I can do it. I can do it. That's probably my devil card. Is like I'm eating a lot of shit and I'm drinking a lot of shit too. The vegetarian vegan card is coming out because this is what I'm going to say. Fresh organic fruits and vegetables give you a boost of high life force energy, which elevates your spiritual frequency. Most likely, you've intuitively heard this message from your guardian angels who ask to honor your body and spiritual path by only ingesting high vibrational foods and beverages. This means eating and drinking organic foods which are free of chemicals such as preservatives and additives. The law of attraction has guided you to consume items that mirror your spiritual path. The angels can adjust your appetite and cravings so that this dietary change is pleasant and natural. In addition, the angels can help you afford any increased cost for organic produce if you ask them for this assistance. As you eat more fresh fruits and vegetables and nuts, you experience greater psychic clarity as well as increased sensitivity to energy. Be sure to call upon the angels to shield you should this sensitivity become too intense. The angels will guide you to gentler situations and relationships so that you enjoy being energetically open. Action steps. Either lie down or sit in a quiet location where you won't be disturbed and say, Archangel Raphael, I call upon you now. I ask that you adjust my appetite and cravings so that they're completely focused on organic and healthful foods and beverages. I am now willing to release any attachments to unhealthful substances, and I open my arms to honoring my healthy body. Please guide my dietary choices so they are pure, high vibrating, and filled with divine life force energy. Ache. Okay, my loves. That was really, really dope. I hope this message served you well. I'm sending you all the love in the world. My site is a little down. On certain browsers it works, on certain browsers it doesn't work. So if you want to book a session, send me a direct email to urbanillumination@gmail.com. An email, not a DM, because I don't check those. And I will answer as soon as my heart can, okay? So much love to you. If you're going to be in ATL the end of this month, hit me up. I would love to connect with you. Hit me up via email, either way. And I can send you an invoice for the session. I can tell you the prices, what have you, okay? So much, much love. Blessings for the holidays. And I'll see you next week. Ciao.